The following is a special presentation of First Horizons Green Sports Zone. This is the Gary's Paint and Body Shop Amy Hawk Show. Welcome back to First Horizons Green Sports Zone, and welcome back to this week's edition of the Gary's Paint and Body Shop Amy Hawk Show, where we cover everything on the diamond with the South Greene Lady Rebels softball team. We'll go ahead and preview the last trio of games and look ahead at what's next right after this brief message here on First Horizons Green Sports Zone. The Gary's Paint and Body Shop Amy Hawk Show is brought to you by Gateway Ford Nissan, Tommy's Plumbing, and Gary's Paint and Body Shop. Welcome back to First Horizons Green Sports Zone, and welcome back to this week's edition of the Gary's Paint and Body Shop Amy Hawk Show, where we cover everything on the diamond with the South Greene Lady Rebels softball team. As always, joined here with head coach Amy Hawk and the cast of Lady Rebels. Coach, how are we doing today?
Pretty good.
Glad you could join us again.
Yeah.
2 weeks in a row, that's a rarity.
It is.
We'll see if we can start a streak this year. I see you've got a pal's tea with you.
Yeah.
Did you just get a tea today, or did you get lunch today?
I got lunch from Top Choice.
Ooh, that's a good choice too. Top Choice is a good choice.
Yeah.
What is your go-to pal's order?
Just tea?
Just tea? You don't get any of the food?
Rarely.
Rarely. Wow. What's your go-to pal's orders?
Only burger and fries.
Which one? Big Pal or Junior
Yeah,
Burger?
Big
Big Pal, that's my go-to order.
And then Risey Dr. Enough.
Hey, that's good right there.
Yeah.
I don't eat pals.
You don't eat Pals either?
No.
Wow.
Oh, I get a junior pie with cheese.
The Junior Pal, they're good too.
Yeah, no mayo, add mustard and pickle.
Okay, that's a new one. I've not heard that order before.
What?
No mayo, add mustard and pickle?
Yeah, because save calories on the mayonnaise, even though I like the mayonnaise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I justify it, yeah,
I got you.
with the mustard.
Well, ladies, go ahead and introduce yourselves. We didn't do that on the first part.
Macy Roberts.
Reagan Orwood.
Glad to have them with us today. 2 more seniors.
Yes.
Very senior heavy team this year. Got 3 games to talk about. Happy Valley, I guess 2.5 games to talk about. With Happy Valley, West Greene, and then half of the North Greene game. We'll start with the first one that we previewed first on last week's edition. That was Happy Valley. You went up to Happy Valley, picked up an important conference win, 17-5. I'm only assuming with 17 runs that the bats were hot last week. So how good of a win was that against the Lady Warriors?
Well, it was a conference game, so it was a nice win. Girls, I can't remember. Talk about it.
I'm trying to remember.
I remember
Did we start
it-
out slow?
Yeah, we started off
Yeah,
slow.
we always,
Always.
every time we go,
Every,
we
yeah,
always
we
start
always
slow.
start slow there. It's kind of ugly sometimes up there. I don't know why.
It's because it's down in that hole.
Is it just one of those places that just South Greene just historically just struggles at? I don't know
I
why.
think
They're-
it is. We start slow there, and then we always have a couple big innings, it seems like.
Johnson County that way also? Do you all start slow at Johnson County?
I don't know, they just have a really good team, and we don't have a big inning at Johnson County. I think we always play pretty good defense at Happy Valley, but it just seems like our offense is always, I don't know, slow going, but I can't remember which inning at Happy Valley that we had.
You had 4 in the third, 3 in the fourth, 3 in the fifth, 6 in the sixth.
Okay, so maybe 2 or 3 innings were pretty steady, but the one big inning.
In your all's opinion also, what helped score a lot of those runs in the later half? Because you only scored 1 in the first 2, and then in the back 2/3 you all are able to pile it on. What helped in those last few innings that allowed you all to break away?
I guess just like getting comfortable down there and like getting used to the pitching. I guess I don't really.
We probably eat too much on the way there too.
Where'd y'all stop at?
We don't, we just always get food on the way there.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna stop
I think
that,
it was
I
there to
think.
be said.
That's what we need to do. We
Well,
don't
there
need
you
to
go.
eat so much on the way.
You'll make a change there.
And I think we might.
You've got 2 behind you. They're telling you
Yeah.
no. They want to keep.
It's probably Nevaeh.
But whenever you do go on the road like that, what helps you all to get more comfortable? I know it's different from coaches to players, so from a player's aspect of things, whenever you go on the road, what helps you to settle in?
I guess just like doing one thing right and then it lead to another like good play or a good hit and like feeding off of each other like that.
Yep.
Nice one-word answers. Let's talk about the North Greene game just very briefly too, because that's a weird one. Because I don't know if I've ever had to talk about a suspended game where you're going to finish it later, but that's the verdict as of right now. It was 5-0, bottom of the fourth with one out when that game gets suspended. Up to that point in the game, I know a lot of different scenarios there. Weather played a factor, a lot of errors in that game. What did it boil down to in the first half of that North Greene game?
I think errors played a big factor in that game, and we didn't have a lot of hits. They have good pitching. They have really good defense. I don't remember the stats exactly, but I think that they maybe had 3 hits. We had 2 hits. I don't think they had any errors, and it seems like we had 3 or 4.
In your all's opinion also, I know the Friday was a weird day with rain and with everything. What was it about the North Greene game that allowed things to get away so early?
I think like hitting wise, like she is a good pitcher, and I think like none of us were getting hits like she said. Like we had 1, right?
No, I think we had a couple.
Well, we had a couple, and like everybody's striking out or hitting it, and then like getting out, and we couldn't get excited for each other. I think that played a big part.
Yeah, even whenever we had like hits to the outfield, they caught them. So, and then we had errors on the defensive side that hurt too, where they caught a couple of runs on us.
And we don't usually make a lot of errors.
It's just one of those things where just, if it's going to happen in the game,
It's
at least
snowball.
it's going to be a non-conference
Mhm.
game, because you go into Tuesday with a conference game at West Greene and Malsheim, pick up a big 12-5 win in that one. It was another case where you scored a lot of runs in just a couple of those innings. So what worked well to allow you to leave Malsheim with a win?
Paisley hit a grand slam.
That's also true. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big
started off-
help.
We started off slow in that game too, and Paisley hit a grand slam, and then we got going, and that game took forever. We had a lot of.
That was a long game.
It was a long game. There were a lot of 3-2 counts. They had some hits. We walked some people. They had a couple hits. And they had bases loaded. They left a lot of runners stranded. But you know, they done some good things too. And then we had another big inning where we had some hits. You know, scored a lot of runs, and I think it was 12-3 going into the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah.
And they scored a couple runs, so it ended up 12-5.
Felt like such a long game because you were down there at the softball field. I was up at the baseball field, and I think you all finished I think baseball might have finished first, where they finished at the same time. So
It was over 2.5 hours.
that's very long for a
We didn't even
softball
play
game.
JV. They didn't have enough to play JV. They had some injuries.
That's a long softball game,
It
but
was one of the longest. Yeah.
it's probably one of the longest that you've ever been a part of.
Mm-hmm. It was.
Going into that game also, what was the mindset going in knowing that you had to just erase Friday night with North Greene and get right for a conference game with West Greene?
Just knowing that we like needed to win because it is a conference game and we can't afford to lose those, and knowing that we could win, I think that was a big thing.
Yeah, just forgetting what happened on Friday and just going out and playing how we know we can.
And another thing too, another road game where you sort of start out slow again, only 2 runs in the first 3 innings. I know Paisley does hit that grand slam in the 4th. So outside of that, what allows you to settle in and get comfortable in a road environment here in the county?
I would say like we do the same warm-ups before every game, whether it's away or at home. And I'd say that definitely helps, just like having that familiar thing and then getting comfortable doing that. And then just going into the game, like praying before we always do, like our break or whatever. And then Coach Hawk always sends us off on the field. I think just routine helps.
Just knowing what we've done at West Greene in the past helps too, because that's not one of our worst games. Like we normally play okay there, so just knowing that. And then they had injuries, so knowing that they were down a few players.
It's a county rivalry game too, so you kind of get up for the county rivalry games. And moving forward now, you've got 3 games up ahead on the schedule. I guess still at the moment, you're still undefeated. 6-0 at the moment.
Technically, it's
Technically,
hard for me
yes.
to say we're undefeated.
The game has not
Because
been
we didn't
finalized
finish,
yet. Yeah.
but I don't wanna say we're undefeated, because we've not finished. I don't know what you call that
Can you
exactly.
say you're like 6.5, like half a loss, because it's not a full loss,
I
because
don't-
you're losing at the moment?
I don't know what we call it, a suspended game, I
Yeah.
don't know, I've never been in this position before.
I don't think I've ever seen a suspended game either. Usually you just call it at that moment, but
I
the
don't
next
know.
time you'll play at North Greene, correct?
Yeah, we're gonna finish the game and then play a 5-inning game,
So basically be like a modified doubleheader in a way.
yeah.
Looking forward to the next 3 games. You've got Tri-Cities Christian later here today, and then you go on the road Monday and Tuesday with Cotton County, and then Chucky Dope. We'll talk about those on the back half of those, so stick with us. And right after this break, we'll talk about those 3 games here on First Horizons Green Sports Zone.
At many dealerships, you get what you'd expect. Games, gimmicks, and shady sales tactics. At Gateway Nissan in Greenville, expect the unexpected. Low prices, convenient service, and a great buying experience.
Get our Gateway exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty.
No worries for life.
You deserve the unexpected. It's the #1 reason you gotta get to Gateway.
Shop online at gatewaynissangreenville.com.
Or take the super short drive down Highway 11E to Gateway Nissan in Greenville.
For over 30 years, Tommy's Plumbing has proudly served the Tri-Cities with a personal touch because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet repairs to full plumbing repiping, we have the experience and expertise to get the job done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect solution for your home. Our technicians stand behind their work and always leave your space clean and spotless. Looking for a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommy's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours.
Welcome back to First Horizons Green Sports Zone, and welcome back to this week's edition of the Gary's Paint and Body Shop Amy Hawk Show, where we cover everything on the diamond with the South Greene Lady Rebels softball team. As always, joined here with head coach Amy Hawk and a cast of Lady Rebels. So we spoke about it right before we went into the break. Got 3 games to talk about. One later on today with Tri-Cities Christian coming in here soon. I know they played Chucky Dope earlier this week also, so you kind of got to compare some things there. What do you expect whenever they land here today?
Tri-Cities Christian, they said they didn't have a varsity, so we're actually just playing them in a JV
Okay.
game. So I don't really know what to expect.
How much do you enjoy getting a JV game in? Because I know sometimes, like with West Greene, you get a JV game canceled on Monday. So how beneficial is that, though, to get a JV game added?
Well, I'm glad. I didn't really want to just play a JV game. I wanted to play JV and varsity, but since we didn't get to play with North Greene and West Greene had some injuries, we didn't get to play there. I'm excited that we get to play a JV game today.
Do the varsity players, are they mandatory to be at the JV game too? What's that like, being able to cheer on the JV team like that?
It's good.
They're not going to get to cheer; they get to work.
Yeah.
What's your jobs today?
I think we're gonna do the gate because I've got
You
an
should-
umbrella.
You should avoid the rain. Let's hope we avoid the rain.
Well, I have a tent,
As soon as I say it.
It is raining.
and I hope somebody's down there to cover up the speakers.
Did you put them up?
Whitney went ahead and put them up, so the people that are behind me right now might send a message to stick a trash bag over those speakers or something like that.
If you need to go ahead and skip on out if you need to go. I don't think anybody expected this rain to show up at the moment.
I don't need to go. I just need these people that are sitting behind me to send out a message to stick a trash bag over the speakers.
On the phone, they got it.
Yeah.
Looking at Monday and Tuesday, getting back into varsity action, though, going on the road for Cotton County on Monday, a team that, from what I understand, has a lot of talent on their roster. What do you expect whenever you travel up to Newport?
I don't think we played them last year. I think it got rained out or something
might
like
be
that.
right.
But I played them the year before. I've played them several times over the years. They're very talented. They have a really good team.
How much does that? I like to ask this question because you know the obvious answer, but I like hearing the different answers. But how much does that benefit you scheduling them, knowing the competition level is different, being in a higher classification?
I mean, I've always believed if you play tougher teams, it'll help you to get better.
Whenever you play non-conference teams like that in a higher classification, from a player's point of view, what is it like going into different environments like that, playing on the road against non-conference teams?
It's definitely like tougher because they are higher up, and we played them before, and it's always pretty tough playing them. But I think just knowing like what we can do as a team and like personally, that'll help a lot.
Yeah, we just can't go in nervous to begin with.
And they have Long Johns and Crystal Burger
They do have a
and
crystal.
Wilma's Driving.
I try to actually go up there for a Crystal Burger when I covered a game up there a couple weeks ago. I sat in the drive-thru for 5 minutes. Nobody ever came on the intercom.
I only live 15 minutes away from there, so
Really?
yeah,
I guess that is just down the Newport Highway from here, yeah.
yeah.
So it is
I only
pretty
live
close.
when I go to Knoxville, that's the way I go. So.
Is Cott County the closest non-conference, or I guess the closest out-of-county team to you all?
For me, it would be.
For you, it would be, yeah.
So.
Do you actually ride the bus, or do you take your own
Yeah,
vehicle and just drive
yeah,
home after?
I ride the bus.
Okay, that's a good coach right there.
No, not really. I don't want to. Not in
She sits on her
basketball. I
bucket.
didn't ride the bus.
Basketball, yeah. Assistant coach there. You don't have the head coaching title. But going on the road just a little short distance over to Lower Afton on Tuesday for an important conference game with Chucky Doak. I know looking at their schedule, they've got Johnson County today with a win there that could make that game more interesting. And it's the Pink Out game
Yeah.
that you all do yearly.
Yeah, we always
So
do that.
what are you looking forward to when you go into Chucky Doak on Tuesday?
Well, I think they have turf now.
They have turf in the batter's box and turf on the mound.
Well,
I guess the circle.
I think he told us we couldn't wear the metal cleats, so looking forward to seeing what he's done there. And we always use that as the Pink Out game to support breast cancer, and I think he always donates the proceeds to, for that. So.
How much fun is that Pink Out game every year? I know it's something special, uniforms,
Yeah.
just supporting the cause. How much fun is that game?
Yeah, just showing our support for that.
And going into both those questions with you all also, you go into a Tuesday game that's very important towards the conference standings. So what are you most looking forward to whenever you travel to Chucky Doak on Tuesday?
A win.
Yeah,
Yes.
excited to win. I'm excited to wear pink. It's it's one of my
Is it
favorite
your favorite?
games.
I thought you were gonna say it's your favorite color.
That's my favorite color.
No, it's like top 3 though.
We're gonna look cute.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm excited.
Both teams. We're gonna look cute.
Do you keep your uniforms over the years? Do you have different ones every year?
We just,
It's
we
just a
get
t-shirt.
it's just
I
a
thought so.
t-shirt, but we get I hope they're gonna be done on time. The guy said yes, we're gonna get them done on time. I kind of waited a little bit late to order them.
Do you keep all of them over the years?
Yeah, I have
That's
I
cool.
still have mine.
Yeah.
That's
too.
cool. That's the best part about it is you get to keep them from year to year. But with that game also being that Pink Out game, we talk about the uniforms and everything. How cool is it playing in a game that has more of a purpose?
I think it's definitely cool because it's not something that like gets talked about every day, and like people that have been through that can get recognized and like can feel seen by that. I feel like so.
Didn't your grandmother go through it?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's more special to some players who have actually known family members or relatives or friends or family with cancer too. Does that have you? I know you have also. How much does it mean more for you to play in a game like that supports a cause that you have seen affect your family before?
I feel like it definitely means more because whenever you know someone that goes through it, like every aspect, what they've been through. So I definitely think it brings things into perspective more.
We have people that have worked here, been through it. My mom's going through it, and I mean, I think everybody has known somebody or know someone that's been through it.
And then look, I just came from Chucky Doak interviewing Coach Armstrong. He's a cancer survivor himself. I believe his wife.
He just finished
Yes,
treatment.
I think he just rang the bell last week.
It was last week, yeah.
Yeah, so it's always a cool game, one of
Yeah.
my favorite games. And as of this moment, we're trying to nail that down to be one of our broadcasts next week. So hopefully we'll be out there at Chucky Doak to stream that game
That would be
and
great.
that incredible event. But I asked the group of seniors last week a question in the first half, and I forgot, so I'm going to ask it at the end of the interview this week. But for both of you all, up to this point, we're, I guess, 6.5 games into the season. Up to this point, however you felt like your personal performances have been on the field.
I feel like my hitting's not been good, but my fielding's been alright. Hitting's not been one of my
Getting
strongs.
hit by pitches has been pretty strong.
Yeah.
Yes.
You on
Last
base
game.
any way you can.
Yes.
Do you wear any guards or anything, or no?
No, just
No, just
absolutely.
She
not.
got
Take
hit
it.
3 times at West Greene. She struck out the first time and then got hit 3 times in a row.
Wow. Have you been hit 3 times through your whole career so far?
Oh, I get hit all the time.
Yeah, she's a
all
ball
the
magnet.
time.
She just takes it too. She didn't even try to get out of the way.
See, you
That's
get on
pretty
base
tough.
any way you can.
That's
Yeah.
pretty tough.
How do you feel like you've played so far?
Well, here recently, hitting's not been very good like the past few games, but like overall, I'd say hitting's been okay, and then fielding's been alright. I mean, it's not really the best for me. I'd say I'm definitely better at hitting than I am fielding. So.
I know last year I asked the questions about everybody's favorite sodas, but as I understand, Coach Hawk is a big tea drinker now. So the question I asked last week that I'll continue and be the trend this year, what are your favorite places to get tea from?
To get tea from?
Like Pal's, McDonald's?
I don't like McDonald's sweet tea. It's too sweet.
I get that opinion a lot,
That's
yeah.
what I said.
Everybody shares
I would
that.
say probably Pal's.
Pal's.
Yeah.
I don't drink sweet tea.
I hear Little Top has some great sweet tea.
Too sweet.
You think it's too sweet? I haven't had it in so long. Are they under new ownership?
Oh, I don't know, but I love a cheese chipper. But,
A cheese chipper?
yeah, I love a cheese chipper from Little Top, but the tea's too sweet. I'm strictly Pals on the tea.
Pals, strictly Pals. Kind of like Mountain Dew, just strictly just the regular Mountain Dew.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it looks like the rain's let up a little bit. So if you all do,
They're trying to get out of practice. They tried to get out of practice yesterday. It was every 2 seconds. Oh, it's lightning. Oh, did you hear that
It was
thunder?
Courtney. I was not here.
Yeah.
they did volunteer to do gate. I think they might be regretting it right about now.
Macy,
Well, I
why
have a
didn't say
tent.
that?
I have a
umbrella.
tent.
Oh, good.
Oh, you have
We'll
a
be good
10?
then.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be all
They
right.
try to get out of something all the time.
You called out
Don't
of
we
practice
all?
yesterday. Don't even.
I did.
I see the goggles.
Yeah. Gotta stay safe.
Gotta
I
stay
think
safe, right?
I think either Courtney or Whitney has me, so I'm not sure.
I wasn't familiar with it until earlier this week.
It's
That's
fun,
It's a
yeah,
fun little
it's
game.
fun.
Yeah. Is it always late in the year during spring?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
only.
Do you have goggles?
I'm not
She's
playing.
lame.
Oh,
She's
okay.
lame.
It's so fun.
I see goggles on in the back here too.
She's got them on.
Hey, you never know.
They're my
You never know. Somebody could be around the corner waiting. But that's all we've got this week, Coach. Once again, thank you. Hopefully you all stay dry out there working the gate today. But that's all we got this week. Thank you all for watching this week's edition of the Gary's Paint and Body Shop Amy Hawk Show. Look forward to seeing you next time here on First Horizons Green Sports Zone.
Let's go get them.
Let's go get them.